Deep-sea trenches are formed at plate boundaries called subduction zones, where an oceanic plate collides with either another oceanic plate or a continental plate. The denser plate sinks into the mantle, creating a giant trench in the ocean floor. These trenches are nearly 3 times as deep as the seafloor. It is completely black. Deep-sea trenches can be found all over our oceans. Here's a map of the trenches just found in the Pacific. The pink lines show the location of deep-sea trenches. It is in the Pacific near New Guinea that the Mariana Trench can be found. Mariana's Trench is the deepest trench in the world. It is over 20 times larger than the Grand Canyon and goes down to 36,201 feet. That is over 7,000 feet deeper than Mount Everest is high. Despite that, today people know more about the surface of the moon than they do about deep-sea trenches. Part of that is because if a human were down there, they would implode because of the water pressure. Humans have internal pressure equal to external pressure from the atmosphere. If more pressure is applied from water, unless we have pressurized air in our body to counter it, we will die. Because of that, a person can only travel down there if in a special submarine, but more on that later. It may seem impossible, but there is life in trenches. There are ecosystems down in the depths. The animals survive down there because fish in general have far fewer air-filled spaces in their bodies than humans or animals. The water in the cells and tissues of the fish is at the same pressure as the outside pressure. Water is not compressible, and therefore there is no room in the body for anything to be crushed. One fish like this is the anglerfish. They live in water that hovers just above freezing and that exerts pressures of thousands of pounds per square inch. These fish have adapted in incredible ways so that they can survive where shallow water fish would not. It is estimated that anglerfish have existed for 160 million years, since the Jurassic period. Now there are 321 different species of the anglerfish. What is one way that they have adapted? The anglerfish has an extension out of its head called a lure. The lures glow with light that not only attracts prey, but also attracts mates and wards off predators. How do we know all of this? Because despite how hard humans have found a way to explore the trenches, first with remote devices, and most recently with a person submerging that far. James Cameron, the famous director who made Titanic, is also famous for his ocean exploration missions. He recently traveled nearly 7 miles down to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Cameron did it in a pilot sphere so small that he could not extend his arm, called the Deep Sea Challenger, which is a 12-ton lime green submarine which is equipped with 3D cameras. It was the first time anybody had ever went to the bottom of a deep sea trench and filmed it.